Good afternoon. My name is Master Richard Dixon. I am the director here at Back Mountain Martial Arts Center, and we would like to welcome you guys to our class on women's self-defense, taught for women, by women, held weekly here at Back Mountain Martial Arts. This is an ongoing course to teach women the value of self-defense and the methodology behind personal protection. So please join us in our martial arts experience.
Ladies, I got a question to get things started today. The question is, why did you come today? And I don't want to hear because somebody made me. Let me see, I'll pick on you. You're a nice loud laugh. Why did you come here today?
Can't hurt to know a little more to help defend yourself.
Exactly. One more person. I'm going to pick on somebody else. I'm going to pick on this nice lady right here. Why did you come here today?
Because I was supposed to go to one last.
Okay, well, not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. My question for you, what is trauma? What is it? Does anybody know? When somebody says, you go into the hospital and said, he has a trauma to his ribs, what does that mean? Anybody know? Injury, yes. Trauma is injury. Now, today we're going to be talking about different ways of defending yourself. So what kind of an injury would actually self-defense prevent? Any ideas? I'm getting the staring looks today. Well, think about this. Let's take an example. Somebody comes up and you're attacked, right? And you end up, let's say, with a fractured rib. And he takes your purse or whatever you have. Where's the injury? The real injury?
In your head.
Thank you. Yes. Because you know something? Ribs heal, different things heal. We forget about pain. Pain doesn't actually deter us or affect us that much emotionally. Think about it. If pain really affected our behavior, no woman would ever have more than one kid. It's true. So, emotionally. The question then is, what is trauma? How emotionally? Now think about this. When we're little kids, the first thing, once we're able to move and talk a little bit, what's the first thing we're taught? Potty training, right? Yeah? I'm looking at you because you're the youngest. You're the youngest one here, so I pick on you. Yeah, we learn to start controlling our bodies. That's what trauma is for. That's what that's what we do. That's what we learn. Okay, what would happen if all of a sudden I had a magic wand and I could take away, nobody here can control themselves. Everyone couldn't go to the bathroom. Wouldn't happen, couldn't hold it in. All of a sudden, I took that away from you. Magic wand, that power is now gone. Okay, what would happen to you? What would happen to your... What was that? Yeah, you'd be careful. Yeah, that's true. What would happen to you on an emotional level? Would you be happy? No. Would you be a little nervous about going out in public? Yeah. Would you be a little embarrassed? Yeah. A lot of things would happen. Okay, guess what? That's trauma. If I took away that ability right now with a magic wand, and nobody here could go to the bathroom and nobody can control their bodies, that's what would happen. Now, when somebody is attacked, let's say walking down the street in a parking lot, and you're going to learn about safety plans as well probably today. When that happens, guess what? What are we losing control over? Our bodies. That's what happens. We lose control on all those things, just like if you lost all of a sudden, we're unable to wait until you go to the bathroom. That's what would happen. Anxiety, depression, all those different things. So what is the real trauma? The trauma is, I'm going to first, before I actually say that, with definition of a victim, somebody where something has been taken from them or done to them. What has been taken from people who are traumatized? Their peace of mind. The ability to walk down the street without worrying. Their peace of mind. Just like if you lost that control, peace of mind of walking down the street and not having to worry about where the bathroom is. Now, how does martial arts fit into this? I have an answer for that. We are going to take, because remember, the thing is fear. Fear is what we're talking about. After a trauma, the true trauma is the fear that comes afterwards, and it comes different kinds of assaults, different types. We're going to do a little experiment. Everyone here knows my experiment because I do it with a lot of people. And it's a lot of fun, actually, when you get into it, because you're going to learn a little bit about yourselves right now. I want everyone to close your eyes for a minute. Okay. Let us pretend that you are in a room. It's a small room, and there's basically 4 walls and a door. In this room, I just placed a giant snake. I said, do me a favor, watch my pet snake for me. This is not any snake. This is Mega Snake. This thing has been working out at Gold's Gym. I mean, shooting steroids. This is the biggest snake you ever saw. I am watching faces here getting really nervous just thinking about that. Okay, now think about what you would do for an hour. Okay, now open your eyes. Very good. What would you do for an hour?
I would cry.
Cry! Okay, we'll take that. If the snake started moving toward you, where would you be?
As high as I can get.
As high as I can get. That's absolutely correct. What would you do for an hour?
Just crawl up in the fetal position.
Crawl up in the fetal position. Okay. We're going to do the same exercise again, but we're going to make one little tiny adjustment. We're going to put you in the room with Mega Snake. You're going to have a great time with Mega. You're going to be sitting there looking at it. But before I put you in there, we're all going to get together. We're going to rent a plane. All of us. We're going out to San Diego. Now, did anybody here know that San Diego has actually a world-class zoo? Did you know that? No? Didn't know that. One of the greatest zoos in the world is in San Diego, California. And we're going to spend a month with in the reptile department. In that reptile department, you are going to learn everything there is to know about snakes. You, madam, are now an expert on snakes. You know everything there is, okay? You know them inside out, upside down, backwards, and in Braille. Okay. Now, since you know everything about snakes, I put you all in, each separately, obviously, in your own little room with Mega Snake. What are you going to do for an hour? Anyone?
Study them.
Yeah, going to watch them. How high is your anxiety going to be? No, so we just went from, oh my God, I'm going to roll up in the fetal position to, I'll watch this thing, see what it does. When you are educated, what happens is you're able to actually know what you're doing. Education lowers anxiety. You ask anybody, and statistically, out of all you ladies here, there are several of you who have probably experienced some trauma in the past. You ask anybody, the biggest problem is fear. What happens is people start after a while blaming themselves for the trauma because usually they're too afraid to actually do anything about it. They freeze. That's what people do when they're traumatized, freeze. And afterwards they start blaming themselves for the trauma instead of the person who is inflicting the trauma upon them. I hear that regularly. So, if the real trauma is related to fear, and all of a sudden you have the ability to deal with a situation and possibly stop your attacker, or at least defend yourself to a degree, and you're not freezing, what's going to happen to the trauma? Dead silence. What is going to...
Or go away.
Exactly. Because instead of blaming yourself for not doing anything because you'll be too shocked to move, you will actually do something and be angry at the attacker. Your trauma level then goes down. This goes for any kind of abuse. Now, there's different kinds of abuse. There's neglect, there's physical abuse, sexual abuse, all kinds of abuses. But you know, the underlying themes are still the same. It comes down to a lot of anger, fear, sometimes even self-loathing. And these different things lead to trauma, these different emotions. Again, it is not what happens to us. It's where we take it from there. It's if we hold on to it. Question keeps coming up. Why can, maybe let's see if you can answer this. And it'll really tie this all together, pull it together. Well, actually, it's kind of funny. I asked one of the top trauma people in the world, and she didn't know the answer. Let's see if anyone here can get it. 4 people are in a car accident. 3 people get out and go, whew, thank God we got out of this. The 4th says, oh my God, and is completely traumatized. What's the difference? What was that?
Person driving, probably.
Actually, good try. was a good try. It was a good shot. What do you think the difference is between the three? Three walk out and go, oh, thank God. And they're fine. They walk away and go, wow. The fourth one goes, oh my God. The difference is actually the oh my God. The difference is, look at what happened to me. Look at what has happened to me, and I'm scared and I'm frightened, where the other three are looking at it. How you view a situation determines how you feel and behave. Again, what causes trauma? Like you said, this lady here. It's up here. If you know something and you have knowledge to deal with it, you can actually tell yourself the correct things. It was not my fault. I hear it from victims all the time. Thank you. You can tell yourself the correct things and minimize the trauma. Thank you.
Okay, ladies, the first thing I want to show you is a few basic, a kick and a couple of hand strikes that would be very useful for you outside of here. Very easy to do. I have a couple people with hand pads, so it'll give you a target to hit. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to learn is we're going to learn a front snap kick. Okay, very successful in the groin area. Okay, very successful. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to work back and forth with one leg or the other. Okay, so somebody take the front, somebody take the back. Okay. Probably one of the key things you would like to yell is to grab people's attention is when you're kicking a man in the groin area is to yell no. Okay, very loudly, grab people's attention that, you're being assaulted. Okay? Yep, you can do one and then the other. You can leave your shoes on because outside you're going to have your shoes on. And what you want to use is the top of your foot, like where your shoelaces are. Okay, that's going to be very...
Go ahead, kick.
I'll take one out.
Do the other one.
Please kick hard. What you practice, you will become. If you don't practice,
Yep. Okay, imagine it's his groin. Okay? This is what you want. When you're kicking these targets, imagine that it's their groin or it's whatever part of the body you're hitting, that it's theirs. Because it is a pad, it allows you to do that. Okay? Okay, that's what you want. You want to imagine that guy dropping to the ground.
I'll be your foot. No, you can your toes. You already. Nice and soft.
There, that was better.
Okay, we feel comfortable with that? Okay, so the next one that you're going to do is you're going to do what we call a hammer fist. Okay, you're going to hit with this part of your hand. Okay, this is very good on the nose. Okay, we all know what it's like when you've been hit in the nose. Makes your eyes tear, stuff like that. If you hit somebody hard enough, you can break their nose. Okay, so most of the time when you hit somebody in the nose, they're going to grab their face. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for the nose area. Okay, so again, when you're hitting these pads, you want to hit them as hard as possible. Pretend that you're hitting somebody right in the nose.
It takes very little pressure. Good.
Yep, just like that. Boom.
Have you ever heard of
Yep. This is what you're hitting with, this part of the hand. Okay, so just imagine somebody coming right across your nose with that. Good. All right, we feel comfortable with that? Okay, the next one that's a good one is what we call a knife hand. Okay, or you hear people outside, the karate chop. Okay? You're doing a knife hand. This works really nice right in here on the side of somebody's neck. Okay? There's that nice carotid artery that goes up. You hit it hard enough, you can make them fall. Okay? Cuts the blood off for a little bit, and okay, gives you time to get away. And that's what we're looking for. Okay? So you want to imagine that that's where you're hitting, in the neck. Try that. Then we'll get into...
Do palm here too?
Oh, yeah, palm. We'll do one more.
You don't want to do any empty-handed techniques?
Yeah, we should. We'll do some grabs without, because it can be one of those things where you don't have keys in here. One more. Am I doing good? Thank
This is the size I want this class to be.
Oh, I would love it. Absolutely love it. That's one of my students back there. Oh, yeah, she comes every Wednesday. Romaine.
What type of school? What style of karate do you do?
We do many different things. We do Kempo and we do
So the belts
karate.
were just different because, like, it goes. I always had it white, yellow, orange.
Different styles have different colorings,
Right.
but we do Kempo and we do karate. We do jiu-jitsu.
We couldn't find it. The Google Maps
Yeah, we were
took us
so
up to the development.
But she comes and I teach her jiu-jitsu and locking people up. So she has a lot of fun with it.
Good. Do the same thing. You go by step into it.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Okay, we feel comfortable with that one? Okay, last one you're going to do. You're going to do what we call a palm heel. Okay, this is another one that's great for the nose. Okay, what you're actually hitting with is this part of the hand. Okay, so you would drive that right in. Boom. Or hit right on top.
Heard that.
Yeah, I made my own teeth clank together. Hit myself. But yeah, you can actually come down right there. Okay? Try that one. Yeah. Go straight in. Okay? Believe me, it would hurt just as bad if you went dead center in somebody's nose. It's going to hurt just as bad.
Are my fingers flat?
Yes. Yep. Fingers are together. Thumb is in. And this is what you're hitting with. This part of the hand. Okay? So when you hit that pad, hit with that part right there. Good. Well, see, if you're a right-handed person, you're going to find that your right hand is more dominant. Okay, I'm a left-handed person.
Okay, so you're left.
So my left hand is a lot more dominant than my right. But I work both because I want both sides to be just as equal, because if this hand is, I don't know, they got a hold of it, then I need to be able to... Oh, they're having fun with it. Yeah, I always try to imagine when I hit them like that, that their nose just explodes. Okay, so we feel good with that. Okay. A neat little tool to have on your keychain would be one of these. Okay, we call this a Kobaton. Okay, fits really nice in the hand. It's not sharp, but if punched into the skin hard enough, it will pierce. just like a butter knife. Okay? There are some things that you can do with these, okay, which we will show, and we'll even let you use. I'll even give somebody mine and they can practice on one of these guys. Okay? Yep. Okay. So this could be used, I could be walking to my car. Okay? Nowadays, we've all got one of these little things, and we hit it, we unlock our cars. But I go to grab the handle, and he comes up and grabs me from behind. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Right from here, you would think, oh my God, now what do I do? Okay? First thing to do is not allow them to get comfortable. Okay? So the minute he grabs me, I want to take my little thing, and I'm going to dig it right into his hand. Okay? He will let go. Right from here, I have my other hand. I'll grab digits, whatever, and I'll walk him right back where he came from. Okay? What you want to do is you want to try and dig it between the bones, right in the top of their hand. Okay? Now we'll go from this direction so that they can see. Okay, so he comes up, he grabs me. I've already got this in my hand. All I want to do is I want to come up and dig. He's going to start to let go. There's that nice little finger. And I turn, and he walks with me now. Oh. They come in different shapes. They come flat, the point. Some people prefer this. I prefer this one. This is my favorite. Okay? You can cause just as much pain on somebody with a flat one that you can with this one. Okay? So now you ladies will try that. They will come up from behind, they will grab. Stick it right in their hand. Apply some pressure. They will let you know when it hurts. Okay?
For me, it'd be easier like if I was holding it like this, right? Or you want it like this?
You can hold it like this.
Okay.
Because remember, they're going to grab. Most of the time when people grab, they grab up high. So I can still move the lower part of my arm. If you want to hold it this way, or hold it this way. Doesn't really matter. Okay? As long as I can get it in there. Yeah, when we get into we'll show some grabs and stuff like that without these. So that they can, like that chomp.
Trying to stay on the same page.
We're good. Yeah, they come in different colors. I gave my daughter a silver one. Now she drives, and she drives on her own. So she's 16 years old. I want her to be safe.
And May said that they're actually not considered a weapon, so they're legal plate. Like you can take them on your plane, you can take them on.
Yes. Believe me, they will let you know. Don't be afraid. I said they'll let you know when it hurts.
Okay.
I think there's something about the beard that people like to...
She was afraid. She went right in. Look at that.
Yep. Don't be afraid. Like I said, they'll let you know. We beat up on them all the time. But that's the thing. Most people grab up higher. So we can move these parts. Bam. This is good. Nice groin shot. Smash. Nice little step. Boop. Open it right up. Yeah, that lady back there doing the technique, she's one of my students. She absolutely loves it. And then she goes home and practices on her husband.
That's what we're...
They learn it well. Connect the dots.
Connect the dots. Oh, she loves it. She's here faithfully every Wednesday. And I have a good time.
That is the first time I've ever heard anybody say, I don't want to hurt Eric. Yes. You know him? That's good. That's good.
Ready?
There you go. Right in there. And push it. If you have to, because you're smaller, get your other hand.
Push hard.
Push.
Yeah, okay. I can't stop out of this. I can't stop. Connect the dots, guys. Connect the dots.
All right, ladies, how do we feel with that one? We feel comfortable? Do you feel like if you had one of these and somebody grabbed you from behind, that you could dig that right into their hand? Okay. Rachel here is going to show you another one. Many different ways to use these.
Alright, so next what we're going to do is, again, maybe you're not paying attention, you're walking along, minding your own business on your phone like we all are these days. Someone grabs you on the shoulder. They pull you in like they want your money, they want your purse, whatever. As they pull in, you're going to use that momentum and drive it in. You don't even have to have the best focus for this and get it in the groin because, again, as Sensei Emmy said, you can puncture skin with this. So if you miss the groin, you get the groin. That's really awesome. If you miss it, it really doesn't matter because you can still hit. There's also a great nerve right on the side that if you go there, that sucks a lot. So whatever you hit, it's going to hurt. As the nerve goes down, you can even have an added bonus driving your elbow up. And then by that point, they're probably not going to want to take your money anymore. So that's just, you're using this momentum to drive it in. So that gives it added power to pierce. They got their cups on.
Don't leave home without it.
If they're smart, they do. I know this seems really brutal, but if you think about it, is it worth you being hurt or them?
Right.
There you go. Pull her. Pull her.
I had to switch hands.
Pull her. Pull her.
I can't hurt him, I can't.
But you know what? That's your typical reaction, though, because you didn't know he was doing that.
No.
You literally.
I know.
Because you're not waiting for somebody to grab you.